Welcome to Self Improvement Sunday. So, Self Improvement Sunday is something that I'm going to be doing every week. Um, it's based off something that I am working on in therapy, which is long story short, I have a list of things that I want to do to invest in myself. Because recently I've realized that I have not been good at that. I'm great at taking care of our family. I'm great at making sure everybody's good around me. But taking care of myself and investing in myself, I suck at that. So I'm gonna, like I said, I've got a list of things that I am going to be picking from every day, spending at least 30 minutes doing. And the idea is that I pick a different item each day. So I don't do the same thing 2 days in a row to try to prevent me from running into burnout, where I hyper focus on habit change, a hobby change, whatever, do great at it, and then skip a day and forget I was ever doing it. So let's talk about it. Let's see, kind of where I landed for the first week. I've made an Excel sheet, mainly just so I can track my progress and have a checklist. The checklist helps me, just being able to know I did it, so I can put it on there. So Monday was Memorial Day. Monday was the day that we all had off. So we went and played some disc golf. Me, my wife, and the little one went out there and just kind of relaxed, threw the disc around, played about 16 out of 18 holes. So spent a good little time out there. And then after disc golf, we went home to work on the budget. So, this is a great example of balance. We did something really fun, and then we did something that was miserable. So, balance each other out, right? Tuesday, I started off, I woke up a little bit earlier, did a little journal session before I went into work. So, I was able to journal, get up, get the dogs moving, let them out, and feed them and everything. And then after work, I spent some time setting this channel up, getting everything moving for that. Wednesday was a busy day. I worked both of my jobs Wednesday, so I was able to still carve out time, and I made my first YouTube video. So, one cool thing to highlight is that I have not deleted it yet. That's not a pitch for me to tell you to go watch it if you haven't seen it. That is to highlight that this is very uncomfortable for me to post, but it's still up. I'm trying to step outside of my comfort zone. Thursday, I spent about 2 hours after work on part one of the office cleaning. Now, part one, how big of an office do you have? It's not that big. I'm gonna show you pictures and videos. It was just a mess because I have not really invested in my space to make it feel comfortable and nice. And it's just kind of an extra room that feels like a prison cell that I go into every day to work, and then I'll leave it until I have to go back again. So, um, a couple of months ago, my wife and I, mainly my wife, because she's dedicated and she's a badass. Um, but we came in, fixed up some of the walls, and then we got everything ready and painted it. It's been a wreck since then. So I spent some time Thursday just throwing stuff out that needed to be thrown out, separating things that needed to be shredded, cleaning, wiping things down, organizing. And then the next time I focus on the office is going to be making it feel a little more homey in here. So I'm going to put up some decor. I got a couple of photos in here that I've added. And I'm going to add some more and just try to liven it up a little bit. Now, Friday. Friday is the day that gets all of us. Friday was the day that I worked two jobs, had it was back to back. Fridays are usually crazy, and I did not do anything on this list. Um, there was still, a nice little lesson in Friday though, because historically, I would bully myself. you know, it sounds crazy, but I would instantly go to, you know, see, you haven't even given us a week and you already messed it up. Or you haven't even fallen through a full week yet, Instead, I chose to give myself some grace and just accept the fact that it was busy. And I've was consistent the last 4 days. I'm gonna pick it up the next day. Everything's gonna be fine. So that was cool to kind of see my mind shift on that, and that's exactly what I did. Saturday, we woke up. Me, my wife, the little one, and my brother. We all went and played disc golf again, which was nice because it's been raining nonstop around here. But the rain did hold off for us to get a good game in. Um, so we got to spend some time together. Disc golf is one of those things that we all enjoy. My wife and the little one, they're relatively new to playing, but they enjoy doing it. So it's becoming a family function for all of us to be able to go. It's not expensive. It can be as relaxed or as competitive as you want it to be. Um, and overall, we just get to spend time together. Because I'm going to tell you, I am not that guy that you're going to hear asking for time away from my family, time away from my wife. If I'm not working, I'm usually with them. I want to be even when I'm working. So it's cool that we found something that all of us get to enjoy as a way to spend some time together as a family. So that was Saturday, and then Sunday, I woke up and journaled and read a little bit before work. Now, Sundays typically go, I wake up 10 minutes before I have to leave. I rush to get ready, rush out the door, rush into work. This Sunday, I didn't do that. I woke up at 7. I went back to sleep for an hour, but then I did get up. I got up, I journaled, I read for a little bit. Right now, I'm reading this book called Unreasonable Hospitality, which um, I serve, I bartend. I also, bartend weddings, I bartend at a bar. Um, I got this book because I've been in the industry for a while, but there's always stuff to learn. There's always ways to grow. Um, and so I'm excited to read it. I just started it, but that's going to be the book I think I'm going to read. If not, I may jump to something else, but we'll see how that one goes. Now, one cool thing that I will say about Sunday is because I typically get in that rush mindset, and that's how I start my day. Minor inconveniences can really kind of set the tone for my days historically. This Sunday, went into work, and I mean, even before opening, any minor possibility, any minor inconvenience that you could think of that would be possible seemed to have happened before we opened on Sunday. You know, industry standard, you all have where you forget to put the nozzle on the tee, start the tee, and then it's flowing everywhere. It was like that kind of opening. Um, but what I realized was that those things weren't setting the tone for my day. Were they inconvenient when they happened? Yes. Was it slightly frustrating? Yes. But then I was able just to kind of, all right, we just got to keep moving. And I found that I had a really good day on Sunday. And I truly think that is from being able to get my day started slower, go ahead and clear my mind, you know, get my mind going with reading a book. So that was a really cool realization that it was kind of an immediate reward to what I'm trying to change up, so to speak. So that's overall. I mean, hitting 6 out of 7 days. Hell yeah. I can't fight with that. I'm not gonna, I'm going to celebrate that. Because I'm trying to move forward and I'm trying to get in this habit and not be mean to myself and value myself and invest in myself. Um, so I'm pretty proud of week one. Now, we all know that week one is the easy week. So we're going into week two. I'm excited. I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'll be, keeping track of what I do each day to value, invest in myself. Um, so if you're still listening and you like this, want to follow along, or maybe you've placed a bet that I'm going to fall out of this in 2 to 3 weeks, so you want to check and see where we're at. Which, by the way, if you bet against me, I hope I win because one, I'm competitive, and two, I really do want this to stick. And documenting this is a cool way that I can track my progress. I can possibly help others, and I am being held accountable by doing this. So, you're still listening. I appreciate you checking in. We'll talk next Sunday for Self Improvement Sunday. See ya.